Let's say may balak kang bumili ng bagong reptile. Or maybe it's your first reptile. Isa to sa mga bagay na dapat na-consider mo na before ka pa bumili. Let's say aalis ka for a few days or up to a week and wala kang mapag-iiwanan sa bahay nyo. Or perhaps hindi rin marunong or willing mag-alaga yung mga kasama mo sa bahay. So, let's talk about how you can prepare if you leave your reptiles for a long time. Again, hi, I'm Josh, or Pitch, and I created Pitch Exotics. I make videos about reptile husbandry and care specific to our local climate or in the Philippines. So, ayun na nga, aalis kami next week for one whole week and i-share ko sa inyo how I prepare for my pet reptiles during that time. So, without further ado, let's go! So, I will be dividing this video into different parts. Kasi may mga pets ako that would need to eat daily. May mga pets ako that would need to eat once a week. And then, I have the feeders. This would be yung rodents and yung dubia roaches. And also yung isopods. So first, yung nag-iisang pet ko na araw-araw kumakain ay yung bearded dragon ko, si Pancake. Si Pancake, she eats veggies every day and also dubias every day since ano pa lang siya, nasa 6 months pa lang siya. And to be honest, siya yung talagang pinaka-challenge ko pag kami out of town ako. So in my case specifically, walang may iwang tao dito sa bahay. So walang magbabantay. Walang magpapakain. Thankfully, a friend reached out and said that he'd be interested to take in Pancake for the week and siya na daw ang bahala mag-alaga and update na lang ako. So, ito yung mga pinipare ko para kay Pancake, for her to have a comfortable stay sa kaibigan ko and para din as much as possible, mabawasan ko yung abala na ikokos ko sa friend ko. Number 1, yung food niya. As mentioned, gulay and dubia roaches ang main diet ng alaga ko. So, dapat yan naka-ready and packed na. Hindi siya kukulangin for the whole week na magsistay siya sa friend ko. Yung dubia, I made sure na nag-refresh ako, kumuha ako ng panibagong batch sa colony niya para hindi siya maubusan kasi medyo malakas pa siya magdubya sa stage na to. Next would be yung heating. Sa bahay, ang gamit niya ngayon is a linear UVB tube from Reptizo ata to. And then, heat bulb na nakakabit sa dome. Since masyadong hassle for the both of us na dadaling ko pa lahat yun and then sasaksak niya lahat sa bahay niya, I decided na ang dadaling ko lang sa kanya is a lamp, yung dimmable para makontrol niya yung temperature na kailangan ni Pancake. Next would be yung heat bulb. I went for a 2-in-1 na UVB UVA since 5 days lang naman ako mawala and my friend told me na ilalabas-labas din daw niya kasi si Pancake to get some natural sunshine. Last would be yung enclosure. Sakto, kadarating lang nung order ko na additional rodent enclosure para sana siya sa mga rats ko. But since hindi pa pagagamit and naisip ko mas okay din na yun muna yung gamitin ni Pancake kesa daling ko yung napakalaki niyang tank enclosure na mabigat and of course full of substrate yun. So, hassle para sa aming dalawa ng kaibigan ko. So, ito muna yung gagawin niyang bahay for the next few days na wala ako. And then, of course, yung mga supplements niya, yung bedding, which will be pipipad lang muna. So, I guess that's most of it. Nag-include ako ng lizard leash or yung leash pang bearded dragon. Kasi nga sabi niya gusto niya daw ilabas-labas. So, ayun, in-include ko lang. But yeah, that's basically it. So, food, heating, and enclosure. Next, punta naman tayo sa snakes. Since ang snakes ko, for me personally, yung hatchlings ko kumakain every 5 days, and yung sub-adult ko is kumakain every week. Itong mga to, hindi ko na kailangan ipa-pet sit, which is one of the things that I really love about snakes. So, as mentioned, mawawala ako for 5 days. Medyo nagkaroon lang ako ng onting adjustment sa feeding period nila para hindi naman ganun katagal yung interval between their last feeding and pagdating ko. So ako personally, ang ginawa ko lang is nag-feed ako twice this week before ako umalis para hindi naman ganun katagal yung interval nila. At hindi sila masyadong gutom pagbalik ko. Unlike bearded dragons, hindi ganun kakomplikado yung needs nila when it comes to heating and lighting. So, since hindi naman nila need ng UVB and UVA, yung day and night cycle lang is enough na. Although, I would point out na may iwanan akong CCTV dito sa bahay para nakabantay ako sa kanila 24/7. Another thing na malaking tulong sa akin is yung timer plug or smart plug wherein you can just set yung time kung anong oras magbubukas yung lights and anong oras sila mag-off. Before ako umalis, syempre, gagawin ko, magsa-spot clean na ako, titingnan ko lahat ng water bowls nila, magre-restock na ako. Magre-refill na ako ng water. And natimbang ko na rin sila before ako umalis. Just an extra precautionary measure para pagbalik ko, titimbangin ko ulit sila to see if may nagbago ba. Since snakes and reptiles in general are very good at hiding their illnesses, yung pagkikeep track ng weight nila is one of the best ways actually na matitingnan mo if may drastic changes sa weight nila, there's a possibility na baka may sakit na tinatago yung alaga mo. Okay, next would be enclosure. Make sure na escape-proof, may locks yung enclosure nila. Kung nasa tub man sila, walang gaps, yung mga seal. And also, make sure na yung kwarto na pagsistayan nila is escape-proof as well and nakalock. Because certain species of snakes are escape artists, so never know. Mabuti nang sure. Okay, so feeders naman tayo. Sa feeders ko, yung dubia ko, they would be good. Since ang dubia colony naman, every 1 or 2 weeks mo lang dapat i-check. Hindi mo yan dapat chine-check frequently kasi may istorbo sila and possible hindi pa yan mag-reproduce. Sa rodents naman, meron akong mice and meron akong rats. Since yung rats ko hindi pa old enough to breed, I decided na I would euthanize them or pre-kill them before ako umalis. So alam mo yun, para it's one less thing to think about pag umalis ako. Whereas sa mice naman, as usual, palit lang ng bedding, stock up on enough food, and also, order din ako ng, ano yung tawag doon, yung pinagkakabitan ng water dispenser sa enclosure. Yung binili ko kasi, you can fit any type of water bottle as long as, parang universal na size ng bote. So, ayun. That way, mas makakapaglagay ako ng malaking water bottle at hindi yung maliliit lang, which I usually have to refill every 2 to 3 times a week. So in this way, they'll be good for 1 week. Oh, and meron pa pala isopods. Well, actually, yung mga low maintenance naman. So, hindi ko rin kailangan problemahin. Siguro, bubuksan ko lang yung takip nila, let in some fresh air para hindi sila mamatay sa carbon monoxide. Tama ba? Carbon monoxide yung poisoning. Natawag pag hindi sila nakakuha ng enough na Ayun. Ayun lang, they'll be good. In a separate video, gagawin ko ng content on how I euthanize or pre-alive my rodents and how I safely store them sa freezer para magtagal. Since a lot of you have been asking. And before we end this video, add ko lang na importante meron ka mapoprovide sa pet sitter mo or sa friend mo or kanino mo man ihahabilin yung pets mo na emergency contact, pet records, vet contacts. Iba pa to sa emergency contacts. Sa vet contacts, iwan ka ng primary vet mo, plus another vet na plan B, plus isa pang vet clinic na 24/7. So, at least yan 3. Sa emergency contacts naman, syempre, ikaw, contacts mo, paano ka nila ma-reach out if ever. Tapos, nasa sa'yo na yun kung mag-add ka pa ng other emergency contacts in the list. So, ayun lang. I hope makatulong tong video sa inyo in case may pupuntahan kayo and wala kayong mapag-iiwanan na reptiles. At the moment, wala kasi talaga akong alam na local na pet sitting agency or service for exotic pets. So, ayun lang. I hope this helps. I hope you have a great trip. And most of all, happy keeping. Bye-bye! If you like more videos like this, please feel free to hit follow, like, subscribe, etc. I am on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. So, ayun lang. Bye!